If you bumped into him on the street, or he happened to be your waiter for dinner, Tino Santiago would appear to be another ordinary American. And that's what many in Kent, Connecticut thought of him in his 25 years he lived there. Devoted husband and father of 3, as well as somebody many in Kent would consider a true friend. However, early in the morning on February 24th, 2019, after dropping off one of his sons at school, Tino found himself arrested and his life upended, and facing the real possibility of being deported from his established life, leaving behind a family who needed him most.
It's an American dream turned into an American nightmare. It really is.
It was pretty dire, I would say, as soon as he was arrested.
He certainly wasn't an angel, but in my opinion, the punishment here did not fit the crime.
Part of the reason I took the case pro bono was because I've never seen such hardship.
The pain that this family has suffered is, it's heartbreaking.
As we examine the impact of his arrest, we must force the question upon ourselves. Did Mr. Santiago really deserve the circumstances he was forcefully handed?
I mean, once you're in custody with ICE, it's very serious. I mean, once they have him, it's really unlikely that they're going to just let him go.
While Tino's wife worked and his kids were busy with their school day, Tino was whisked away to a detention facility, unable to post bail. Tino's only hope for release was a rare ruling called a cancellation of removal for a non-permanent resident.
For cancellation of removal, what that is a opportunity when somebody has been here for 10 years, they haven't left, and they have a U.S. parent or a lawful permanent resident, green card holder parent, spouse, or child. And it's an extreme and unusual hardship to one of those persons. Then an immigration judge with a pen can cancel their removal, also known as a deportation, and allow them to adjust their status to get a green card. It is a very rare relief. Something like 4,000 are granted a year. Hundreds of thousands are applied for. I think you know Tino's family situation. If there was ever an extreme and unusual hardship, it would be that.
The oldest one has juvenile diabetes, a little bit of autism. The youngest one, autistic, but the middle one, when Tino was put in jail, he had to be hospitalized. He's severely autistic. It was thought that maybe he's schizophrenic, non-communicative. I mean, everything changed when Tino was put in jail. It's just a situation that should not have happened to a good, hardworking person who was raising American citizen children, and to be jerked away from his life and put into jail. It's just, the crime doesn't warrant this punishment. It really doesn't. It's no crime. He crossed the border. So what? I don't care.
But many do care. Illegal immigration is a crime. It has been at the center of American policy debate for years.
We have an entire incentive structure that says it's okay to be an illegal alien, and we're going to accommodate you if you're here.
Some even acknowledge a de facto amnesty, because if you're directing your law officers not to do their duty, you've basically eliminated the law.
Drunk drivers are welcome, gang members are welcome, fraudsters are welcome, but law enforcement's hands are tied.
And for criminals already here, we will ensure their swift deportation. We will keep our communities safe. Americans can have complete and total confidence that under this plan, the borders will finally be fully and totally secured.
People worry that undocumented immigrants will use up public resources. In current immigration policy, deportations are focused on those who commit a crime. And unfortunately for Tino, like many, he is an imperfect man with an imperfect past. Tino had a number of DUIs. To ICE, this made him a criminal and a target for deportation.
I don't think his crimes fit the punishment. It just seems incredibly skewed compared to what a lot of the people around here, if you drink and drive, you certainly don't lose your family, your job, your home, your country.
Tino soon found he was not alone. The community began to rally around he and Norma.
There were too many people there to fit into the courtroom, so there was an overflow into the hall.
The judge really pretty much had to ask everybody to leave because it was disruptive how many people were there. She said she'd never seen anything like it. He really helped a lot of people and touched a lot of people's lives, and it was obvious.
But the judge decided in an act of discretion, nope, I'm not going to allow you to stay in the United States. You know, I'm still hopeful that we'll win at the next court, which is the one we're in now.
The circumstances are dire, but somehow Norma, the mother, is keeping it all together. I don't know how she does it. But Tino, I don't know. I haven't been to see him either, so I don't know. He's not a happy man.
It was a pretty awful story. It was very sad. We all, like I said, we're just talking about him the other day and how much we miss him and his charisma. So I'm glad you're making this film, and I hope someone appreciates it.
In the last days of post-production, we received an email letting us know that something momentous had happened.
She says, "Oh, Leslie is coming to pick you up," and I mean, I got pretty happy and excited. I start to cry in there, and I go like, okay. And it was very painful too for my kids, you know, see me or when they saw me there at court with chains on my arms again and my wrists and my ankles. It was devastating for them. My name is Constantino Santiago. I've been living here in Kent, Connecticut for 22 years. I came from Mexico with my wife Norma. We have 3 kids here in Kent, and we love Kent. It's a beautiful town, you know. I thank all the people here in Kent who support me. I want to thank everybody for everything you done. You know, I just don't know how to. I don't know what else to say. I just want to thank you. You know, and it comes from the bottom of my heart.
The immigration system in this country is extremely complicated, and there are no easy answers. But perhaps it is time for us to focus our debate on ways to make our system more humane, no matter our politics or personal opinions.